repeat the non-conformist oath. I promise to be different. I promise to be unique. I promise not to repeat things other people say.
Welcome to another Positive Blatherings episode, and this is sort of like a pre-episode because next week I'm celebrating my first year, 1 year doing the Positive Blathering podcast right here from Rockvox Recording and Production in Bushnell's Basin outside of Rochester, New York, just in case you're not local. And it has been one heck of a ride since my partner Steve and I started this studio, and since just all the things that's happened in the last year. January 30th of 2019, I quit drinking alcohol for good, and I just celebrated 6 months, and I've been quite amazed at some of the things that have happened in that 6 months. Now, I tried to change my life in the beginning of 2018, and it took me a while to start this podcast. I didn't start this podcast until August of last year, but I had the idea of doing it, and I was really working on trying to psych myself up to be more positive, to look at things more positively, to not let certain setbacks or certain negative things really affect me the way they used to. They used to just eat me alive. I'd brood over them day and night, and it would really set me back personally. So, and set me back in just achieving anything. And even recently, I had a bout of this, and it took, thankfully, I have some very special people surrounding me, giving me some great advice, saying, "Hey, Fitz, don't worry about it. You're letting this thing, take over you, and you can't do that. You have to move on. You have to." So I had to go back and listen to some of the previous episodes of Positive Blatherings to sort of psych myself up to realize that, hey, I'm dwelling on this bad negative thing and I can't do that. So in celebrating 6 months, I just thought about what I've accomplished this year in 6 months since the end of January. So much has happened. And one thing that really clicked was last night I had a dream. And anybody that struggles with addiction, any alcoholic, whatever, will tell you about the dreams. They had, I had a drinking dream. I had a drugging dream. And I never really had those dreams. But last night I had a drinking dream. But it was a different kind of drinking dream, and this is why I'm so excited. I had a dream that I was out with my wife and a couple of friends. It was one of those dreams where you're with people, but I don't remember who it was. They kind of didn't have a face, which would be weird if you were out with a faceless person. But no, there were people with us, and we were all sitting around at a bar, and I was asked to order the drinks. And I ordered beers for everyone, including myself. And in the dream, I wasn't really too worried about this. And my wife, Kelly, wasn't too worried about it. And I was like, all right, so looks like this is happening. And I took a mouthful of the beer and then thought about it for a second. And I spit it back in the beer, in the can, which I know is gross. You don't need to visualize that. But in my dream, this is the process that went through my head in my dream was, okay, so it's fine that I'm drinking this beer. Everybody's okay with that I'm drinking this beer. Are you okay with drinking this beer? Do you want to give up everything that you've fought for, everything that you've accomplished? Are you afraid deep down? Do you think that this is going to be a problem? Are you opening up a Pandora's box? In my dream, I decided it wasn't worth it. Why is it? It's not worth it. Me drinking a poison. And for the small perceived benefits of being more fun to be around, laughing, relaxing, all of those are far. It's all a scam, right? In my opinion, when it comes to alcohol, that's a different discussion. And I am not here to be a crusader for temperance, or is it intemperance? Temperance? I don't want like to bring about prohibition again or something like that. That's not my goal. I'm just excited because in my dream, my subconscious knows where I am when it comes to alcohol consumption. And that's come through in my dreams. And that's really exciting to me. I've met quite a few alcoholics who talk about, I had a drinking dream last night. And in the dream, they're always drinking and they're always feeling bad about it, but still doing it. Whereas I never went through it. I never went through with it in my dream. So that was really exciting to me. But anyway, I just wanted to thank everybody for the support that I've had. I've gotten a few reviews on my Positive Blatherings in iTunes. If you wouldn't mind, could you do that for me? Could you give me a little review, a couple of stars, say something nice if you'd like? But next week, I'm going to have a very special guest. One, Dresden Engel is going to be on the Positive Blatherings podcast. I've been trying to get her in here she was one of the first people that I asked, and anybody that knows Dresden knows that she is busy. She's everywhere doing everything, and she's awesome, and she sort of just like sucks in the entire room when she comes in a room. She is just such a big personality, and I love her to death, and I'm so excited to have her on here. And who better than to come in and celebrate 1 year on the Blathering than someone who can blather. She can blather, but she's been a positive influence in my life for the past few years, and always been someone who I felt whenever I felt down, or whenever I felt like I needed a little push, a little, bit of a confidence booster. She was there to do that for me. And I'm fortunate that she's in my life, along with quite a few other people who have done that for me. So yes, this is a blathering. That's why I'm blathering. I don't have a point after that dream. That was all I wanted to talk about. So next week, I will be posting another episode of Positive Blatherings with Fitz podcast, and it is 1 year that I'm celebrating on the Blathering. And I hope you will join me right here. Positive Blatherings with Fitz. Thank you so much. Take care.